Well, for the ones of you that weren't sure what we were going to go with for shelving, we didn't really get a response from anybody telling us what we ought to be using. So we took it upon ourselves to decide to go with these right here. And we bought two of them, one for each side. So this is what we're going to use. It is going to take a little bit of modification though. These are about 32 inches and I need them to be 30 and a half at the most. But looking at the picture, I think I can cut the legs off of them and make them just right. So that's what we're gonna see. So like I said, I need it to be 30 and a half at the most. These are 30 and a half without the top on it. And the top has got to be on it. So I'm gonna have to cut these legs. The good thing is though is I think I can take this little rubber piece out since I'm not going to be using the leveling legs anyway, and pop these back in. That piece may be made into that rubber piece. If it is, that'd be great. All right, since this is black metal, I'm going to use a white pencil. Right up there in the corner, the wood is touching the wood. It ain't coming out of there. I had to push it to get it in there, so it's nice and snug. I like the way that turned out. So securing it's not going to be a problem on either side. The other side's going to be the same way. Now, I did end up having to take these back out, but that's not an issue. But the problem was I forgot to allow for the crown right there, so it ran into it before I got to the 30 inches. But taking the feet back out and knowing that it's 1.5 inches makes it snug, I'll cut the next one 1.5 inches and put it in too. So that's it. That's the first one in. The idea is to be able to have the other one on the other side, have a clothes rod across, and be able to hang clothes right here between them and still be able to open the drawers. And I'll probably put a rod in the middle for support right here, and that'll give her side and me my side, or vice versa, whatever. But we all know how it's going to work. She's going to end up with my side too. Maybe not. She's pretty good. All right, let me get the other one done. Well, I have finished the project for the week. Took me a little while, but I got it done. Anyway, the over cab bunk that we converted into a closet because the back of our Class C just does not have enough closet space. So we decided to convert a space that we just weren't using and pretty much just accumulated junk. So I got that done, and then up in the cab for Kathy because she's vertically challenged, as I've already told you. We got the flooring done up there, got the platform built. It is modular, it's easy to take out in case I ever need to take the doghouse out for a service. And I think it turned out looking pretty nice. So we'll turn the camera around and let you guys see what I've been doing this week. So as you can see, that is the upper bunk. They used to be, they made into a bed. Well, now I've taken these curtains, you can roll them out of the way like that. And then you can see there is a clothes bar up there that you can hang clothes on. And on this side, there is drawers for Kathy. And on this side, there are drawers for me. Or if she gets in here and decides she wants the other side, we'll reverse that. But that's turned out really nice. And I put this bar curtain track up here. And it allowed me to use the same contour as goes right here. So it just looks nice when it's done. Like it wasn't an afterthought. Well, as you guys know, Kathy is, we won't call her short, we'll call her vertically challenged. So For the ones of you that might be vertically challenged, this might be a good way in your Class C to make it to where it's easier to get around. Kathy, when she sits in the front seat, her feet dangle just a little bit and it makes her legs sore. So we always have to put bottled water or something up under her feet to make her comfortable. Well, I have solved that problem, and we have built the floor up so it's almost level with the house floor. I had to go just a little bit below that because there were some obstructions in the way in the front. They wouldn't allow me to make it exactly level, but it's about 3/4 of an inch away from being level. So, well, let me show you what I've done. So today we took Fred to, what did we take him to have done today?
He had blood work the other day. Today he got his teeth pulled.
How you feel about that, Fred?
He said, I feel much better. He said, I love my mama.
Fred is still zoned out.
Look right here behind me. Barkley said he got to take care of Fred.
Barkley's next.
Look at that smile.
He goes next month to get all his teeth done.
Barkley said he was so happy because he thought something happened to Fred. Barkley, you see Fred? Look.
Where's Gracie?
Barkley's showing teeth. Look. Oh, Gracie, come here. You see Fred? Look at Gracie, look. I said, I'm glad Fred's okay too.
Are you zoned out, buddy?
He said a little bit. I'm whining a little. I think his mouth might be hurting.
He just woke up just a little while ago.
He had a rough ride. You hear Fred? Oh, do you hear Gracie and Barkley? They missed you.
Fred.
What?
I bet you don't have trash mouth no more.
He said, I'm so sweet, Daddy.
6 teeth got pulled.
Yes. After he lost 5.
Yeah. Been having toothaches, but
so
he was a rescue, so it was just time to get him checked out and get it all done.
And he's so happy. Look at his tongue stuck out.
All right, well, it's raining on us. We're going to go in the house.
Okay.
So what I'm talking about is this area from the house where it comes up between the seats, and you see it steps down and then comes around up through here. So what I've done is I've built some structure, and knowing that I'm going to have to remove this doghouse eventually to do service on the engine, like changing spark plugs or hoses or coilovers or whatever it might be. But with that in mind, I built the flooring that's going back in here in a modular form. So let me show you what I've got going here. So this is the piece that's going to go in the middle, and it's 2 pieces. I built a support for it to go under it, and then there's another piece in the floor here, and that's goes over in the passenger side, just the support piece of it, and then this is the top piece that goes on it. So you can see it goes around the doghouse and up to the front, and it leaves the side still open to get in and out of the door. So we put the bottom pieces in, and I'll show you how it goes together. Okay, so you can see I've built a skeleton structure for support to go under it. And this is all 3/4 plywood, so you can see what it's going to be sitting on. And I even curved the front over here just to give me more leg room on the other side. So let me get the other pieces in. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here's what it looks like. So you can see that she won't have any problem with her feet hitting the floor now. And I cut out around the front of it so you can still use the bar to adjust the seat. And cut out around the doghouse and stuff. Now I used a template to do that. I used a piece of Coroplast and just made me a template. I'll go around the other side and let you see what that looks like. From this side, this is what it looks like. You can see I angled it on this side to keep it out of the way from me. And all you have to do to get this out is take the 4 screws at the tops of it out, and 2 screws out of the other side over there, and this whole thing lifts out. So it's truly modular. I'll give you a shot of what it looks like from the inside. Now it's noisy in here. It's June in Alabama, and it is stinking hot. So I got the air running in here. This thing's out of the way. But you can see, you can just walk right out of here now, right up into the front, and makes it very nice and cozy for her, easy. No big step ups or anything with the mobility issues that she has. So that should work out very nicely. But like I said, it's about a 3/4 of an inch drop right here to from the house floor to there. But we went with a coffee color because that is what the cabinets are. Now it's messy in here because I'm actually working on projects. You guys can see I'm almost done with the converting the top up here, the bunk, into a closet. I've got the rod up there for the clothes, the 2 dressers, and if you look real close right here, you can see where I have followed the contour around for curtains to actually match that contour going around. So when it's all closed up, it should look very nice in here. All right, if anybody else is having problems with being vertically challenged, this might be a way to fix it for you. Now for me and Kathy, we're like Mutt and Jeff. I'm 6'1" and she's 4'10", so it's always been a problem. For 42 years it's always been that way, but we always figure out how to overcome it, and this is how we did it this time. She'd get up out of the seat and walk right through here, and then she can come out this side door if she'd like to. Now don't look at the mess over here because I'm still doing projects in here. But that's pretty much it for the week. And I'd showed you guys before, again, don't look at the mess. I moved the TV from there to there. And we will eventually put a sound bar right here. So that's going to be much more easy for us to watch TV from this area over here. Again, don't look at the mess because Kathy is going to get on to me for showing you guys this. We're going to do blinds next, I think, because I've pretty much destroyed that one right there. I broke the string on one side. But this is a 2013, and you know, stuff breaks over time. Anyway, that's what I've been up to this week. Thought I would share it with you guys. If you got a Class C and you really want more closet space, I would consider doing this. It's going to work out really good for us. We're really pleased with it. So that's it for the week. I guess until next week, we'll see you down the road somewhere. Bye now.